You know when you keep running, but your legs are standing still. It's like you're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is reality, you only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred, let your thoughts be free, let your thoughts be free.
Hey, Shiny Brawl Center, welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing today? How is everybody doing? Good to see y'all. It's me doing a stream 2 days in a row for like the first time in forever. I'm gonna turn this music down. I think it's only loud for me. But despite how good this is, I gotta turn it down some to hear myself. Yo, Jesua, how's it going? Jiha, how's it going? Guys, yeah, I haven't seen y'all in a long time. Alright. Let's fix this. Because I know that was not I know it's working. There we go. There we go. Let's get on with it then. How's everyone doing? Cinder, welcome! Welcome, welcome. You're here, can't chat too much for a human. Alright. Finishing the dungeon, I gotcha. Gotcha, good luck with that. Hope that's going well. Yeah, so how's everyone's Saturday been? Yeah, Shiny Brawl Hunter, how you doing? Hopefully everything's set up okay. I just realized I can do that. Totally forgot to just like turn the audio down on the game. So it's not like a weird mix of the game in the background. You're shiny hunting Regice. Good luck. Regice was one of the... It's not the longest hunt I've done, but it was the farthest over odds I'd ever gone. Just because I've done some like Gen 3 full odds. But how you guys doing? It's good to see everyone. And also, it really goes to show that I haven't actually looked through this music library I have, because this is like a song I absolutely would have been playing every single stream otherwise. This is like exactly what I was like. This is a song that I would listen to like while playing Rocket League freshman year of college. Like this is some like oddly nostalgic music right here. You're going for Rotom, and it should shine about now. Well, good luck, Jiha. Good luck. Juan, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? I know some people were saying they were going to try to race me for some shinies today, which go ahead by all means. We'll see who can get it first. I didn't flip the keys in my script for doing the encounter numbers, so I don't know. I don't know if I should or not. Because I mentioned yesterday what was happening was I was like the one thing that's backwards from how it is on the screen is the like placement of my my count updating keys. But it's like I don't know if I've gotten used to it yet or not. Like, clearly, I'd probably get more used to it if I stick with it, which means I should probably just change it now, but... You know, I feel like I'll always mess it up. Just because it's happened, so I may as well just not touch it. At least not until I change a lot of stuff. Like I have that problem. I reset Ultra Moon on the title screen just because I needed to reset Sword and Shield, and I'm still just infinitely more used to resetting Sword and Shield, or not Sword and Shield, my 3DS. Clearly, I've done like 3.5 generations of legendary hunts through soft resets on the 3DS, and like this soft reset wise on the Switch. So like, not even soft reset. There's no soft resetting on the Switch, which is so sad. There's no proper soft resetting, that is. Which is really unfortunate. Like, I really wish there was a button combo that reset the game. Kinemaster's music list is pretty crappy in your videos. Nah, there's some good background music. I know it is a little bit like short of a list, but you know, what are you gonna do sometimes? I'm still very surprised that like all this music is stuff that I pay like $5 a month to be able to play as much as I want in any live streams or videos. And I think it's like I can if I just made videos on YouTube and streamed on Twitch or something, from what I can tell, I would just add my Twitch to the list too, and it's good. Like any platform I want to put stuff on, like I have a license for, which is crazy for $5 a month. And it's not like, oh, if you stop paying, like all your old videos get flagged, because that would be dumb. But yeah, so I was very impressed with that. Because like it's quality music. Like this is stuff people just like listen to. It's not like the no copyright libraries and music that are just, you know, like here's a whole bunch of songs that didn't quite make it, like that are all super generic and either everyone uses or just like seem off a little bit. Yo, Julian, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, man. It's been a while. It has. It's been a while since I've streamed. But I'm trying to get that ball rolling again. I'm trying to get the momentum back up. You know, like probably won't be an everyday thing. I don't think I can do that. For one, I have stuff going on various days of the week, and work kind of gets in the way of like the 6:30 to 8:30 time slot that I'm in right now. Sometimes, but I want to at least have a consistent enough schedule that like at this time of the day it's more than likely I'll be streaming. Hopefully over the next few days I can get the stream layout a little bit more polished. There's a couple things I personally don't think are the most readable on it at the moment that I wanna fix up. Yeah, so there's a few things I want to do. I already did a couple of them, but they're like so minor that it doesn't really matter. It's just take the layout from what it was yesterday of I have an hour to make this layout work with an entire extra screen. Like at lunch to fix it before I could stream, like yesterday after dealing with cap card issues. So just like, just like making it so the borders weren't like awkward proportions and me just stretching a single image to fit both of them or anything like that. And I also want to get set up at some point, because it's something I really want to do, and it's something that, like, I've been itching to do this for a while, and I think it's worth it to do as a stream again. Kind of a throwback, because of what my first streams ever were, but some more Hoenn soft resetting. I have every Gen 3 game. Yeah, I have Emerald, which we've been using, then I have the other 4 Gen 3 Game Boy games in Japanese to do soft resetting, and we did Leaf Green, so like I have Ruby and Sapphire that we can go for like Torchic and Mudkip in respectively, and then I also have Fire Red to do stuff in as well, without having to like reset saves on anything. Dungeon's done. Woohoo! Nice. It's a WoW dungeon. So they have timers on them? Is it like a hard stop, or is it like a bonus for doing it within the time? Thought it was a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I have that. I've played like 5 to 10 minutes of the Switch remake. Something about it felt really clunky. I don't know. That might have just been me. Like, I bought it and Animal Crossing at the same time, and I put significantly more time into Animal Crossing. That's also, I have to admit, that was the first Animal Crossing, or not Animal Crossing. That was the first. It was both, I guess. Also, first Animal Crossing and first Mystery Dungeon game I'd ever played. So, I don't know, it's a D-pad game, it's not a joystick game. And that's really what it is, and it's probably just how I need to, like, convince myself to play with a controller. Because having grown up with, like, N64 and up in terms of consoles and controllers, I've always had an analog stick, so if there's an analog stick, I use that. Whether or not it's, like, worse. Until very recently, I've finally convinced myself to start using like a D-pad, and that was with Hollow Knight. Like Hollow Knight movement lended itself so much more to the D-pad. I actually convinced myself to use it. So I should probably try that with Mystery Dungeon when I try it again, because I kept having the issue that I actually kind of have in every Switch game with the Pro Controller of, if you just let the thumbstick go, sometimes it can just like flip you the other way. It might just be it's probably just my controller, because it's been abused, but there was like it kind of kicks back too far when I let go of it and goes past its dead zone. So I need to fix that, or like, because of those kind of games, and like that was an issue I had with Mystery Dungeon of just like it wasn't moving how I wanted it to every time. They should remake Explorers of Time and Sky. Animal Crossing Tour. Dude, I don't even remember what my island's like. I haven't played it. You know what the last update I played was? Whatever one was before the diving update. I haven't done any diving. I think Red was added, like, to give paintings out. Last time I played was during that. Like, I haven't played since they added the diving. It's been so long. Not that that's a reason to not play, but, like, my island's not where it should be for the game having been out for, like, 9 months. There's a bonus for getting them in time. Okay. If you beat the timer, your group gets 2 pieces of loot, and your keystone gets upgraded by either 1, 2, or 3 levels, depending on how fast you beat the timer. Nice! Well, congrats on that. I think it would be fun to play Mystery Dungeon on stream at some point, possibly. like, because I'm so early on in it, like, resetting my save. Like, can I see when I last played a game? Because, yeah, I've played so many games since then. And, like, even Paper Mario, I haven't played since the stream. So you know that everything before this, Animal Crossing included, I haven't played since summer. Smash, I forget when I had that in here. And All-Stars, and then this. Yeah, I haven't used my Switch nearly as much recently. Mario Maker Mondays is long dead. Yeah, I kept trying to record that, and I kept getting frustrated. So that's on me. But it's like, I wasn't having fun attempting it at that point, so I was like, I can't. I couldn't keep doing it. Like, I'm not good enough at Mario Maker to, like, feel like I was putting out content people wanted to watch. You know, like, I wouldn't want to watch myself. I wouldn't want to watch someone at my skill level, so I don't feel like putting a video out of someone at my skill level, you know? Especially with some of the levels I kept getting. I kept getting soft-locked, honestly. That was a lot of it. It's like, after I tried filming a video and, like, got soft-locked in the first level 5 times. I was like, I can't do this. This is ridiculous. Which, I mean, that's on me. I'll turn the mic down a little bit. I think I was peaking it. You're on a Discord server and trying to get a promotion to OG artist, and after 2 drawings, someone said, promote this. Man, drawings are really good. Oh, that's awesome! What were they drawings of? You're doing a +4 difficulty dungeon. Upgrade it to a +5. The new keystones you got is your least favorite dungeon from the pack. Ah, darn. So I assume upgrading the dungeon gives you better loot and better rewards. Love to see the drawings that got you promoted. Heck yeah. Shiny Pokemon, Lugia, and Ralts. Awesome. Heck yeah, I'd love to see those. I posted on the Discord. All right, yeah, cool. Endlessly scaling difficulty. How you get like rewards for doing them all at +15. Nice. Media said are getting Switch remakes about Pokemon in November. I mean, that's a safe rumor. Like, I don't even know if I'd count that as a leak at this point, right? Like, I think that's still a rumor. We haven't seen anything official, and every leak is a rumor until like some official announcement comes out and goes, yeah, that's a leak or something. That's a pretty safe bet. I mean, November's when they always release them, or at least when they've released them since they started doing global releases. Yeah. And no matter if they go the route of a Let's Go remake, or if they go the route of a Gen 8, like, remake of an older gen, yeah, that lines up. It has now been over a year. It'll be 2 years at that point, and 2 years is about the time where you can really start, like, expecting. Like, I would expect a remake now. Like, we had gotten into the new Pokemon game of some form of RPG every year cycle, which was clearly not helping the franchise. I mean, the numbers and the fan reception tend to show it. It wasn't doing too hot. Like, clearly they were crunched with Gen 8, so, like, you know, like, from Sun and Moon, then Yusum, then Let's Go, then Sword Shield, we had new Pokemon games every year, when really we just needed to, like, say stop. Take a breath. Gather yourself here, like, kind of figure it out. Like, there have been reasons, yeah, just general confusion and not mismanagement in any way, but, like, just it seemed like there was a little bit of confusion in what was needed to be done with the Pokemon franchise for a bit there. I think that kind of threw a wrench in any kind of smooth thing, and just general thoughts of industry and everything from people in Pokemon Company. I think the kind of outrage that came with like with some of the stuff that happened in Gen 8, I think it was good that they kind of took that step back, at least for a year. Yo, Jermaine, it's Turner. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Because on the art page, awesome. There's a catch though. It's only for the current season. So once season 2 launches, the mount goes away and no one else can get it anymore. That's so stressful. I understand why they do it, but holy crap, that's always so stressful. Black and White 3. Yeah, there we go. They're not remakes or anything. We're just going back to Unova with a completely new game. Use Gen 5's engine again. Release it on the original DS. Kanto remake. You forgot a remake there, Juan. I'm actually pretty fine with the I'm pretty fine with the concept of like the remake that we're getting with like Let's Go. That Let's Go was, at least. You know? It was obviously it's like we either want new regions or like regions that the general like the mass of the Pokemon community feels nostalgia for later games now than for Gen 1. Very much so in the middle of, like, Sinnoh nostalgia. Like, a lot of the community being at that point of, like, Sinnoh was the game that got them into Pokemon. And everything. You know? It kind of, there's kind of that, like, gap of... Still now, I'm still a kid who grew up on Hoenn, but I have friends who started on Sinnoh and whatnot, but like Gen 4 is definitely the bubble of people like, we want this right now. So we have that remake, but I do think that there's a place for something like Let's Go. And like going back to Kanto and then to Johto, kind of having that like that kind of third rollout of those regions again. I think it makes sense, especially in like the simplified format that Let's Go's in. Like, I think that actually makes sense, and I think it adds a lot to it, right? What about Let's Go Togepi and Let's Go Meryl? I would be perfectly fine with those. I enjoyed Let's Go for what it was. I enjoyed Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee. They were fun. It was a way to re-experience Kanto with like better visuals and stuff, but also not like play through Let's Go or play through Kanto in the same way again. And as long as, honestly, if they make Johto Let's Go games, it validates the Kanto Let's Go games more, right? Like, if they never make another Let's Go game again, and all that exists is another Kanto game, it feels like it was just more Kanto pandering. But if they actually do a Let's Go Johto, and maybe at some point a Let's Go Hoenn, like, as long as they, like, do more than just Kanto with something, I'm fine with it. Yeah, so I'd totally be down for like a Togepi and Meryl Let's Go game. Or whatever they want to call it. I didn't like Fire Red and Leaf Green? Really? I'm biased. They're Gen 3 games. That's where my nostalgia is. The mount looks really nice, so you're trying to get it. I gotcha. 4 or 5 weeks into Season 1, you're already doing plus 10 difficulties. Nice! How long are those seasons? Let's get a new Cancer remake, but not of the OG 151 in the game. None of them. Just completely new roster, but in Kanto. That'd be very weird. Regieleki in the power plant in Kanto. There you go. So no Unova players are the players that tend to play the Switch run. Yeah, like we're getting to that point where like I would say the mass of like nostalgia is still on Sinnoh. We're still at that. But you're seeing Unova get it, and you're seeing Hoenn's kind of like die back down a little bit more. Not really even die back down though. Like it's just one of those things where you have this wave where like it's more so a dip than like a rise, I guess, right? Like you get in, like, I got into it with Hoenn, I played Sinnoh, I never really played Unova, I didn't play Kalos until I came back to it, and then Alola came out and I was kind of coming back in, right there when Oras came out, like, whether or not Oras kind of pulled me back into it, or I just came back into it right when they made Oras, like, there's the nostalgia there, and, like, there's kind of you get into Pokemon as a kid. Some people fade out a little bit because of just like, oh, Pokemon's for kids. I'm too cool to play that teenage angst kind of stuff. The general, oh, that's a kiddie thing. It's not cool to like things. Then you get back into it when you're in college or whatever. And you have that. So I think like the remakes have always been smart in that regard and like makes sense. And I think having a new kind of introduction to these older games, because at this point, like, to play Kanto or to play Johto, you need a DS. It's like to play the newest version of Johto at this point, or until Let's Go came out, you needed a Game Boy cartridge to play Kanto legitimately. You miss 6th gen mechanics? Like, which mechanics? Garbodor? Not quite sure. Season 4 is the last X-Pack. Well, not super long because Shadowlands got delayed. So it just kind of, like, depends on development of everything. First game was Heart Gold and your second was Platinum, so you have tons of nostalgia for Gen 4. For me, it was Leaf Green and Emerald and Sapphire, or Fire Red, Emerald and Sapphire. Those are what I played. So I have like heavy Gen 3 nostalgia. Like that is what Pokemon looks like to me, right? Like these are new and fancy, but like nah, Pokemon is Gen 3 graphics. That's the pinnacle of it, right? Wrong one. I had to stop myself from softly saying the wrong thing there. I think you still have plenty of time, though. Yeah, I would imagine so. You need a master round. Nice! Heart Gold Soul Silver was really good games, and Platinum is close second. Oh yeah, I think everyone agrees that Heart Gold Soul Silver are like top games. Whether or not your nostalgia is for Gen 4, I think everyone agrees Heart Gold Soul Silver is some of, if not the best Pokemon games in terms of every aspect of them. I would say some of that comes down to technology. It improved about as much as it could before the internet was too prolific for the internet to not be part of the game. Like, it was part of the game. DS did wireless and everything and had internet access, and you could have a GTS and everything, but like, it wasn't just enter this code in to get a Pokemon, and like, there was still some mystery about it. Like, not everyone immediately ran to the computer to find a playthrough, or find where all the hidden, like, Easter eggs were. You stumbled across them over time and still talked about it with people in person more so than everything. This is me being a boomer, I guess, but there's just something, there's some magic to it from before the internet was really a massive part of the games. Gen 5 underrated? We're getting to that point. We're getting to that point where people are saying that. Because what it is the people who grew up on Gen 3 and 4 did not like Gen 5. So, like, the past 10 years or so, the Pokemon, like, community, not 10, but, like, 5 to 10 years of the Pokemon community, you've had this, like, Gen 3 and 4 are great, Gen 5 looks really weird, and I don't like it kind of thing. You know, like, you have the game you like, and then you have the game, like, that came after it that changed too much, and you don't like it. I think a lot of it's kind of like Gen 3 happened. Gen 4 is an improvement. Gen 5 was too much of an improvement. So people didn't like it. But you have people who grew up on Gen 5 now. It's like, that is Pokemon to them. That's their first Pokemon game. That's the best Pokemon game, because it's the one I grew up on. So you have that. And we're getting to that. That group's getting older now. And getting back into the games or stuff, and like the nostalgia's there. So yeah, that's where we're hitting. Gen 7 is your least favorite, followed by Gen 5. How's it going, Mel? Also, yeah, like I said, Mel. Favorite gen is Gen 4. Yeah. Yeah, it's just how it is. Like, it's what game did you experience first? How much did the next one change? As soon as it changes too much, you don't like it. That's just how it is. Going through the Sinjo ruins for the first time was mental. I haven't done that. I haven't finished Heart Gold Soul Silver. I feel bad. Because I didn't have a DS for most of the time that those games were out, so like I have to go back to play them. But if I'm going back, I go all the way back. And if I don't go back that far, I just stick with the newer ones that are in 3D and I have my collections in. Been quietly lurking. Guys, I need ideas of things to stream, not for me, but for Mel. We need to get Mel streaming. You like the ORAS side stuff, like the contests? Those are good. They want Gen 4 remakes because they want to relive the Cynthia Rampage. Yeah, I think it was in Discord people were talking about, like, Cynthia is, like, such a notoriously hard battle. But it's like, how do you keep that with, like, the current theme of Pokemon games being super handholdy? Like, there's no way that they don't nerf it in some way for someone. Gen 4 may have the best story, but when it comes to level curve, at least in Shoto, it's awful. I think Gen 4 is kind of, for me, again, Gen 3 is my favorite. The next one did different things that I didn't like as much. Gen 4 is still really good. Gen 4 is kind of like the point where Legends became like way more grandiose and more like gods than anything else, right? Like admittedly, I say that pretty hypocritically when like Kyogre and Groudon are literally like the masters of land and sea. That's still a very, like, grounded concept for the pun. Compared to, like, Time and Space with Dialga and Palkia. Still great. I love them. I love Gen 4. But it's like, I don't know, something... The story suddenly felt way different. Not that Gen 3's story is still super stupid. If you look back at it, Team Aqua wants to flood everything. Why? Why, though? How does that help the planet? Team Magma wants to expand the land to get rid of the sea. It's like, that helps it less. Neither of you are thinking this through. Half-Tuber, welcome to the stream. Someone got traded Terrakion. I got Terrakion at 200 in Counter Stay. Nice. Favorite gen's Gen 3? Heck yeah. Gen 3's favorite gen. Hoenn's favorite region. Thought Leona in Gen 8 games is harder than Cynthia? Really? I had no problems with anyone in Gen 8 battle-wise. My team... You had to try to make your team not high, like, over-leveled. Which is the thing people have been doing for generations now, is, like, turning off XP share if they can, which you can't anymore. You know, like... It's odd that, like... They went out of their way to remove the ability to turn off XP share, like something that just people do to make the game more difficult and fun. Like, I don't know. It's weird. You're gonna do your least favorite dungeon. You're undergeared for this? How so? I guess undergeared's undergeared, but... Because Team Aqua is vegan. But you're still possibly killing animals by flooding their homes. Only reason I thought it was hard is I still don't know how the Dynamax thing works. I just made my Pokemon big the turn after they made theirs big. Was generally my strategy. If I didn't knock them out before they Dynamaxed. Still haven't finished Sword. Probably will at some point, just don't have the desire to. That's honestly fair. Like, you've seen the ending. Like, you were there when I finished it. It's weird. I kind of remember it. I don't know. Yeah, it definitely wasn't the best, like, ending to a Pokemon story. Like, you'd think I'd remember more of it for how, like, important that last battle was supposed to be. But it's like, oh yeah, that happened. That was a thing. In Gen 3 because of Mudkip and Kyogre. Ralts is up there for me. Rayquaza is up there for me. Honestly, Kyogre and Groudon are up there too. Like, all the Gen 3 Pokemon have such cool designs, in my opinion. It's already going terribly. Rip! Rip Cinder. They aren't the brightest, that's for sure. Neither of the evil teams in Gen 3 were that bright. At least, like, Team Rocket's just, like, wear black, do crime. Like, like, wear cool outfits, do crime. It's like, alright, cool, you're bad guys. I get that. This makes sense. And they continue that in Gen 2. And then, yeah, Gen 3, it's like, oh, we're gonna ruin the planet to save the planet. It's like, that doesn't work. When does Pokemon shine in Sword and Shield? Hopefully soon. But it has the, like, Gen 6 and up odds. So the odds should be about 1365 with the charm for us here. Favorite part of Gen 8 is definitely the way they did the gym battles, though. It's nice to be in a big stadium. The music is really good. I like that. And the Toby Fox song is probably my favorite. Like, unsurprisingly, the guy who was renowned for the music in the video game he made. When he made another video game song, it was good. Yeah, so. Yeah, the gym battles in Gen 8 have, like, such a hype feel to them. Gen 1 nostalgia, Gen 2 following Pokemon, Gen 3 bike wheelies, Gen 4 best battles. Gen 4 had the slowest battles. Gen 5 had a different story, Gen 6 had Megas. And Gen 7 had flashy rocks. Yeah. And Gen 8 big boys, yes. Gen 5, the hacked Hydreigon. It's frustrating. Yeah, I don't think it was that hard compared to the Heart Gold Soul Silver level cap. Level cap? What kind of level cap? Guess as an end theme we're good. Oh, after you send out your Pokemon before. As soon as it comes, you know, I don't know. When does the Sparkle happen? Yeah, Regice is hard to tell. I did that one in Gen 7, and that was rough. Yeah, I don't remember. When does it? We're gonna find this out. Somewhere in here. I'm gonna take it that this is one of. We're gonna watch this. Just this is for you, Shiny Ralts Thunder. We're gonna watch this. This video is me encountering a shiny. I assume that it's gonna work the same way. So whenever the encounter comes out. Okay, immediately, before you throw out your Pokemon. Definitely wasn't me just flexing on Shiny Zigzagoon or anything. So yeah, before. Gen 9 Game Freak. We're gonna make him small. We're gonna make him small, yes. Tiny Max. If you want to make new Pokemon games, hard to beat the game with only your starter without dying. Yeah, basically just. I wouldn't be surprised if people just start doing Nuzlocke immediately. Like, it's the only way to make the games difficult. And even then, like, the only thing that could happen is a surprise battle that, like, knocks out a Pokemon or two. Because I think I made it past the first gym, at least, before I had any Pokemon faint in Gen 8. Not even, like, playing smartly, just by playing. Yo, Squishy, welcome to the stream. Pink one's so much better. I already have that one shiny, though. Yeah, square shine. Are those actually rare, though? Because I think all 3 of my Zigzagoons were squares. And I think the Squavid I got was a square. I don't have any stars. I know the square was supposedly rarer, but they're all squares. Healing per second's being tested. Just getting bodied. Yo, Philip Fire, you got a shiny. Awesome. Congrats, man. You love the pink pixies so much you called it midnight. Nice. Yeah, how's it going, Philip? I think I found a good filter for the music. Square one is rare if you hatch the egg. The star one is rare if it's an encounter. Okay. Like, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. People are taking a lot of damage, rip. Are you like a healer, or is that just like a general thing that like WoW characters are able to do? Deleted your sword profile and didn't even care. I would care about that. Not admittedly, like I would care about that. Like, as much as like the games have been, like we've seen my streaming schedule since Gen 8 came out. It's not been the most like consistent. Like my interest in the game kind of ebbs and flows. Like that's how it is. But I would still be a little bit bummed if my save got deleted. Haven't touched the Gen 8 games after the end. Don't even have the legendaries. Yeah, it's like they didn't keep me as much as like Gen 7 did. Even it's just, and Gen 7 didn't really have that much post game either. Like I made post game with my shiny hunting. But it's just, I don't know, something with Gen 8, like I think really what held me and I think a lot of people in with Gen 7 was the SOS hunting. Like SOS hunting was just so insanely fun. Like compared to any of the shiny methods that have come out since then. I don't know. Like SOS had enough like involvement that I felt like I was doing something all the time, but it also wasn't just so consistent, like, but it also wasn't like so involved that like, no, you can't, you must be watching. I just bumped the mic. I was like, you must be watching your game screen. If you look away for half a second, it's gone. You're not gonna see it. You're gonna miss it. You know, like I could watch a live stream of someone else shiny hunting. I could watch Netflix. I think while shiny hunting in Gen 7, I watched all of Phineas and Ferb while it was still on Netflix, and I watched like all of Bones that it was out to that point. Like I watched a lot of stuff while doing the shiny hunting. It's just I was able to. There was enough just like leniency and time to do that. I hear the healer. Okay. You bought a coyote tail. What's that? Like, I guess in the literal sense I know what a coyote's tail is, but like, what do you buy it for? If they did Pixel Game again, they could totally do all the regions in one game and you would be all for it. All regions in one game would be cool. I don't know how they would do it though. Because your problem is like, you either have to make the leveling way more grindy, because at this point now you have to have 8 times as much content to get through before you've like maxed out. And you can only really take that so far. I would love that, don't get me wrong. Like, all day would be down for that. A game with all of them in it, and like a pixel game again would be cool. Most underrated gen in your opinion is Gen 5. That's fair. Squishy is sus. What's Squishy sus for? Squishy vented. Ah, I see. See, Squishy, you can't vent in front of people. 12 encounters already. Nice. I need to play Among Us with y'all. I have the channel set up on Discord, which if you guys are in the Discord and want to do Among Us stuff, there's another channel called Roll Request, and if you react to the like Among Us message, you'll get access to the Among Us stuff just so like people can ping anyone who's interested in Among Us without pinging like at everyone. But yeah, we haven't done anything with it yet because I think like we just barely have enough for a full lobby at the moment, and like so obviously you have to have everyone like available. So if we get more people, we could do a couple more games because like I know that the craze for Among Us has kind of died down. Like it's still really popular, but it's not like everyone's talking about it and everyone's playing it every chance they get. But I haven't played too much of it. I'm not sick of it, and I would love to play some more of it. You're over odds now, rip. I heard the theory that Gen 8 was going to be 3DS, but the Switch coming out without the development crew, expecting it to come out that fast, so switched midway. Other way around, if anything, from what I had heard. Oras is missing a little bit of content because when the Wii U flopped, it sped up the release cycle for the Switch. Like the Wii U came out, and then the Switch came out sooner than they expected. And knowing that it was going to be handheld, or like a hybrid, Pokemon was going to go to that next. So, like the rumor and theory I had heard was Gen 6 had come out, the Wii U flopped, Oras got rushed, and we didn't get we didn't get Z because they started pushing for Gen 7 to be on the Switch as like a release title for the Switch because like oh god, like we got to get the Switch to sell well, or they rushed Gen 6 and 7 out because those were already planned and being developed for the 3DS. Gen 8 was supposed to come out sooner, kind of. Then the Switch did well without Pokemon, so they gave Gen 8 more time for development, but they still kind of screwed it a little bit with their like model exporter breaking, which I don't see why they didn't just fix the model editor and like the model exporter at that point. Like I don't know. I know there was a theory around a lot of confusion whether or not the Switch was going to do well. And it wasn't that it messed with Gen 8, it was that it messed with Gen 7, is what I had heard. So I mean, think about it. The map has an entire golf course on it, and a golfer was one of the Elite Four members, and we never went to the golf course in either game. Like, what's that? like that makes no sense. You shiny hunt on Pokemon Let's Go. Nice! I haven't hunted on Let's Go in a while. Yeah, a horse, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, I've done some Let's Go hunts. The reason I don't do them as often is because like they make it where like I can't play other games on my Switch. Like if I want to play Mario Kart, I gotta give up on my like catch combo. It's not a bad theory. Yeah, that's the thing is like it's a theory. That was a theory that was out like before Gen 8 was a thing. So like Gen 8 flopping a little bit might mess with that theory some because it still feels like Gen 8 was rushed. But all of it's just speculation until Game Freak confirms something, and they have no reason to. Bromine, welcome to the stream. You're hunting a Ditto. Well, good luck with that. I should shiny hunt Lapras and use some. Isn't that one like a? Excuse me, that one's like a weird setup, right? Because you have to like you have to account for it knowing Perish Song and like imprison it and prevent it from using Perish Song and everything. You heard the one about Oras? Yeah. Like, like Gen 6 got rushed so Gen 7 could come out before the Switch, so they could get Gen 8 out the next year for the Switch, or something along those lines. Is like the theory that I had heard. It's harder to do it on Let's Go. Let's Go is really stressful because of the fact that the Pokemon can just run away at any time when you're trying to catch them. That part's stressful. I've had that happen. The Psyduck, that Psyduck ran, yeah. The Psyduck ran away. Man, that was a rough day. That was a very rough day. Because I actually just was not having a great day. Like, school had been stressful up to that point. Like, that week was rough. I had a bad test. Like, all this stuff. And, like, I was like, alright, I'm going to come home. I'm going to stream. At the very least, I can stream. That'll be fun. And then I'm, like, have the first big shiny fail on stream ever that day. And I was just like, oh my god. Like, that was a rough day. Your software saying for Litten and Yusum. Nice. And good luck with that one. Didn't you find a Weedle like day one of Let's Go though? Yeah, I did find a Weedle like immediately. Yeah, that was fun. Don't understand why that golfer girl exists, let alone as part of the Elite Four. She contributed nothing to the story. That's why everyone was like, there's a golf course, there's a golfer girl in the Elite Four who has no other prior backstory. Clearly this giant chunk of the map that has a point of interest on it that we cannot access is supposed to be important. Like, clearly it was supposed to be important. Like, it's on the map. It's like a chunk of the map if you look at the map. And so, like, that was a big thought. It was like, oh, Yusum's gonna happen, Yusum's gonna open it up, and they still didn't open it up, and it's like, come on, guys, like... Yeah, it was like, why not give purpose to some of what's happening here? Yeah, that was very strange. Never finished Let's Go. That's fair. You're lazy? Yeah, I feel that. Should really buy some Gen 5 copies to play again. I have a copy of Black and a copy of, I think, White 2. Or White, I'm not sure. I've only barely played Black. I haven't played the other one. I just happened to find a complete in-box copy of it at a convention and went, ooh, that's... And bought it right then and there. That's it. Leave any tribe. Hey! Missed the roulette next to your name. You should just get another one. No, I'm just kidding. Where am I? Nah. Maybe I just haven't figured out how to get onto the golf course. Yeah, like, Game Freak's just sitting here like, millions of people have played this game. No one's figured out how to get there yet. Like, people have data mined it, know all the stats, but they can't get to the golf course? Like, we made it easy. Yeah. I don't know. Playing Let's Go right now. So far you're catching Pokemon trying to get that Squirtle. Good luck, man. Or release your roulette. Let them fly. Trade it over. I don't know if you can. Like, yeah, I don't, like, I would almost think that, like, the two accounts being linked to presumably the same Google account, like, the two channels would, like, maintain some kind of level of, like, consistency there, right? Maybe you have to use Waterfall, which is impossible. They just forgot to add HMs to the game, and that's how it's locked out. A problem you had with the recent games is you've met most, if not all, the Elite Four and how to beat them. Oh, yeah, like... Yeah, I mean, like, I guess criticizing, you know, Gen 7 for having Golfer Girl, like, is kind of weird, because, like, if you look back at Kanto... You hadn't met any of the Elite Four before before the finale, like and then this time, yeah, around like Gen 8 was different. That wasn't an Elite Four, so like that's different, and it makes sense. I think that's fine. But yeah, but like Gen 7, you met most of them. So I think that's fair. It's actually showed that to get access to the golf area, you had to beat Masuda himself in a game of golf. Yeah, like yeah, you got to go out to Japan, schedule a tee time, a specific country club out there with Junichi Masuda, and if you can beat him, he's a known good golfer. I guarantee that. If you can beat him in a round of golf, he gave you a special cartridge that had the golf course finished on it. Watch is finally evolving. Nice. That sent twice? Yeah, it sent twice. That happens. Yeah, I definitely found the, like, genres that I want to add into a... Like, I need to look through for, like, an actual, like, set playlist of songs. For these streams, I need Pegboard Nerds, which is always great. I see what you're doing. You sent that one twice. I'm on to you. I'm on to you. You're sus now. They should have given a Battle Frontier in Gen 8. Everyone wants a Battle Frontier back, but they've just done Battle Towers. It's like, if not called a Battle Tower, like spiritually a Battle Tower. I mean, look at like the tree in Gen 7. Yeah, I don't know. I know people want a Battle Frontier, but I just don't know if it's gonna happen at this point. I want it there, you know. Even if I wouldn't really use it, the more content that's in the game, the better. I do have a question though, guys, just because I want to know. I need to know. Because I'm like in the mood and like motivated to work on like the layout and everything. Like have been. Like I tweaked a little bit of it today. Do you guys have any thoughts on like sizing and whatnot on stuff on this layout and everything? Because clearly it looks fine for me on OBS on my giant, you know, computer monitors, but I don't know if people are watching on smaller screens if anything's like too tiny or like just oddly spaced. Internet's so bad it's showing everything you're sending being sent twice. Yeah, the Oddish message sent twice. The other one sent once, and then another one sent like 30 to 40 seconds later. Which is why I was like, you did that. Like, the other two sent at the same time. Playing Let's Go. Nice. You know that Orasa player is still waiting for the Battle Tower. It's like, coming soon. Never arrived. Looks good on laptop. Awesome. Thank you. I think we're starting to get repeats here. Yeah, I know this one's a repeat. I'm gonna get repeats. I at least want like... Yeah, there we go. I was like, I at least want Pegboard Nerds back. I probably could just search for Pegboard Nerds and play them. I might do that. Let's get a new phone. Awesome. No idea what route you're on. You don't just remember it? Come on, man. Look at the shiny in the next. Alright, Josh, I believe in you. I believe in you. It's been called, guys. We're getting the shiny. We're getting the shiny. Ah, man. It'll be the next one, though. It'll be the next one. That's how this works, right? If it's not this one, it's the next one. All the way up until we get it. Fighting the Elite Four. Alright, awesome. Awesome, Philip. Best of luck. I hope it's going well so far. You're good, Josh. It'll just be the next one. It'll just be the next one. Brock and Misty's badge. Alright, cool. Making progress then, man. So we went to 30,000 30,000 in Sword? No. Oh, that's... No way. There's no way that happened. That'd be... I guess not the most insane thing, but that'd be pretty insane even at like full odds in an old game. It's shiny and just paint it. Yeah, just I just need to like change the saturation levels on like my capture and be like, guys, it's shiny. What? It's actually so shiny that it doesn't even have the shiny marker on it. Yeah, I'll have to build a playlist of these guys that I can... Yeah, I can't confirm. Like I can search for like the artist I want to search for, but I don't think I can search and limit it to stuff that my license allows. Which would be really awkward if it's like, oh, I have the license. Like, yeah, but not for these songs. I don't know how you were playing those. So I gotta... Being able to just make like a full licensable Pegboard Nerds playlist is my motivation now for making a playlist. Super Arcanines? Oh really? Someone is on 53,000 plus in an old game for Registeel. Old game, it makes sense, and yeah, Arcanines does full odds, so yeah, that makes sense. Alright, now let's just play this one 2 times in a row. We're gonna... As much as I want to listen to more of that, Alright, let's change the playlist around. Yeah. Some Jingle Bells. There we go. It's mid-January, it's the perfect time for Jingle Bells, right? Killer Cats has some good music. Yeah, I just have to find stuff that's within my like creators licensing. Yo, Pixto, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Where can you get a leaf stone? I forget in Let's Go. Because I know there's places you can get them without buying them. I think you can also just buy them. Department store, okay. I need a grass stone for Vile Bloom. A different stone for Bill Awesome. Yeah, or the leaf stone for one of them. It's always time for Jingle Bell if you just believe, yeah. We're just getting into the Christmas spirit early. This is a pretty good remix, though. Need my help? What's that, Pixto? What you need help with? Cerulean, right? Or am I mixing up town names? I forget. Do you buy a Nintendo Switch game or a wireless controller for Fortnite on Switch? What game? And also, like... I think it depends on the game and, like, how much you want to play the game. Oh, well, if you have a wired controller already, I think a game probably would be better. Personally. Okay, so you get Let's Go Pikachu. Do you have any other Pokemon games on the Switch right now? Four games on Switch already? Okay. You have Sword. Okay, so this kind of makes it... Because you have a Pokemon game and you have a controller already. Personally, I still feel like having a wired controller kind of makes like a wireless controller not necessary. But I have a wireless controller. That's what I use. Celadon, yes. Yes. I knew it started with a C, but I knew Cerulean was wrong. Expansion passes? That's an option. It'd also be a bit cheaper than a controller. The Charmander's evolving. Nice. Your controller's starting to break. Yeah, all these different things just keep kind of moving the scale back and forth on which one to get. I don't know. Evolve Stone Pokemon has no moves. Oh, like if they evolve by stone, they don't get more moves. Is that actually a thing? Can you tell that I don't pay attention to movesets with Pokemon? Or their competitive viability at all? And I just go for the ones that sparkle? I have, like, maybe 3 weeks worth of experience with competitive Pokemon and, like, movesets and everything. It's hard to pick. I know, man. If you get Vileplume gets no more moves. Oh, you get Petal Dance to level 55. Okay, so you still get moves, they're just, like, farther on. Or do you just mean, like, they don't get moves while evolving? I mean, 54 is not bad for a final move. I actually kind of prefer, like, the moves finishing up earlier as opposed to some of the ones that go longer. I mean, or the evolutions that happen super late. Like, why does Why does Rufflet evolve into Braviary so freaking late, like level 54 or something? That's crazy. It's crazy when I'm just like trying to like speedrun evolutions to fill up my living decks, but it's hard to pick between a wireless controller you'd use more or a game you'll beat in a week. But I mean, you can also always come back to the game, you know? I still go back to Let's Go every once in a while. I haven't in a while, but I just haven't played Switch in a while. But that also is a good point. Like, you can use the controller across a lot of games. Yo, Grenji, what's going on, man? You hit yourself. Oh no. As soon as you get a good chunk of cash from graphics you spend it on Pokemon cards, you need a PS5, but the cards are calling you. Nah, man. For sure you're going to get an $80 card in the next pack that you can sell because you have a duplicate, right? Like, you're just making more money. It's definitely not how they try to get you. I used to go hard on cards. I had a phase where I'd just, like, buy at least a pack or two every time I went to the grocery store. But that stopped pretty quick once I started getting, like, only dupes, and I was like, this isn't worth it. Beat the dungeon timer by 25 seconds. Dang! Cutting it close there, Cinder. I love doing competitive in USOM, but stopped with Sword and Shield. It came out because most people migrated there. So onto the battle tree. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those things where, like, if you don't move up, like, most of the scene moves up. That's really the case with, like, any like, competitive, like, not even necessarily just competitive, but just online multiplayer games, right? Like the new game comes out, everyone moves on to it. But if you don't want to move on, like, you're kind of stuck. I know for me, that happened for me with Halo 3. I got the game pretty close to the end of its life cycle already. So, you know, people had found other games to go on to, but Halo 3 is still Halo 3. There's a pretty hardcore community for it. At the time, at least. Back when Halo 3 was the newest Halo game, like, outside of ODST. But when Reach came out, I didn't get it until Christmas, so there was about a month or so there where you could very much so tell that all of the casual players had moved on, and it was just people who were hardcore, only Halo 3, it's all they played. They weren't going to move on to Halo Reach because 3 is the pure Halo they play and they're super good at. Like, then there's just me, like, had my Xbox for like 3 months and was like, I got Halo until Christmas when I can get Reach. And, like, just getting sweeped every single time. Or like Call of Duty games have that too, where it's like Modern Warfare player base drops off because Cold War comes out and stuff like that. And same thing happens with Pokemon. You're on the third Elite Four. Noise. Halfway there. Get the sweet Moonblast and Wall Bruno. There you go. Let's put you at all. Yeah, 36. Turning 13 this month. Awesome. Well, happy birthday, man. Happy early birthday. Oh, you buy the controller, you get the game for your birthday? That's also an option, yeah. You'll be the meme in March. Is 21 the meme? Like 4 or 5 years ago, Pokemon was everything everyone played. Yeah. I mean, really what happened there is like, yeah, 5, 6 years ago was Oras, and like 4 years ago was Sun and Moon, so like Sun and Moon was big. But then USUM was just more Sun and Moon, so like it didn't make people more excited in any way. And then Let's Go was cool, but it was something that you played and you put down. And then Gen 8's just had issues, really, and like a lot of big franchises have come out with games that have like done really well recently. So there's been a lot of other games to play aside from Pokemon, because really the thing is now Pokemon has to compete with all the like other big Nintendo games and franchises, right? Like yes, you know, Zelda releases games on released games on the 3DS, but like competing with Majora's Mask remake versus competing with Breath of the Wild is two very different calibers of game, you know? And competing with the mainline Mario titles is very different from competing with like the old New Super series, which was still good, right? Like any Mario or Zelda game that Pokemon competed with before was like competing with the second tier games from that franchise, versus now it has to go up against all the other 8 like top caliber Nintendo games. So like there's a lot more to play, right? Like I think that's honestly part of Gen 8's problem, is it went up to like the big leagues, and Pokemon's always been the big league, so you just kind of think it would be a natural transition, but like it's big leagues on a handheld versus, it's like obviously it's a juggernaut franchise, but if you're looking at a shelf that has Mario Odyssey and Pokemon Sword on it, that's a tougher decision than like New Super Mario Bros. 2 and like you know, Platinum or something, right? When YouTube after 3 hours you couldn't beat him, and he was toxic installed until he died. I've never done actual like competitive streams. I have one competitive team. That's it. That's all I've ever built in like my over a decade of playing Pokemon. This one's the best game for the number of Pokemon and what you can do with them. Yeah. That's one of those things where I like Sun and Moon more because I played them as they came out. But USUM is the more complete package. Like that's just what always happens, right? Like this isn't new news. But yeah, that's sort of, if someone wants a 3DS Pokemon game, like wants like a Gen 7 Pokemon game, as like, should I get Sun or Ultra Sun? It's like, get Ultra Sun. They're the same price and you get more stuff. Like there's no question as to which one's a better game. Mimikyu was your only lifeline in that battle. Oh, in the Necrozma battle? That one was kind of crazy. Came in the Puffin raid yesterday, and you're now one of the finishers. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad to have you here, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I'm glad to have you here. Have you heard of Pokemon Brick Bronze? Yes, I heard of it. People kept asking if I was going to play it back when it was still a thing. And I kept saying no because I didn't want to play Roblox. And then it got deleted, so I didn't lose anything. Should at least fight Red in the 50 Streak battle. In which game? Used to go hard in Brick Bronze and was a big competitive guy there. Nice. How did that work in Brick Bronze? Was it like normal Pokemon battles? I always kept up with metas and hire people at EV Train. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. So you're like really into it then. I feel like I might be horribly wrong because I'm just so out of touch with the Pokemon community or like competitive community. Like the meta doesn't really change with Pokemon outside of like Smogon changing their rules every once in a while, right? Like I feel like most of the meta changes come generationally, or like when a new game comes out and it adds like a new way of getting a certain Pokemon, like that changes some stuff. But aside from that, I feel like the meta doesn't really change around too much, does it? We're on the top 25 on the leaderboard. Nice. That's really cool. Before it got deleted, yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's an unofficial game. They have to delete it. They can't. When you're a company that's trying to like protect your like copyright, you can't pick and choose who just gets to freely use it. So, you know, like, if they want to remove Pokemon Uranium, because they made a game that plays in, like, a Game Boy emulator, I think. Or it's just, like, its own game. But, like, they made their own game. Versus, like, a Roblox, like, add-on thing. It's, like, both use the word Pokemon. You gotta block both of them. And they don't want to risk, like, people thinking Brick Bronze is a real Pokemon game when it's not. Hey, welcome back, Shiny World Center. You're between top 10 through 20. Nice. That's really cool, man. There have only been a few times I've ended up on leaderboards like that with stuff. I currently hold that for a couple Beat Saber songs. Like, I'm like... There was one song that I was up to the... I got up to, like, top... I was, like, spot 5 or 6 on a song. No, I haven't played it in a while, so I'm like 17th now or something. And it's just one of those things kind of where it's like, it's at the point where it's almost more frustrating to try to beat it than anything else, because like, you have to be so perfect that if the controller tracks slightly wrong, it's like, that's not my fault. But, you know, I missed the note center a little bit, you know? It was sad. You got it, but people were like, what's making Nintendo money? It's not making Nintendo any money. That's why Nintendo doesn't want it. Pokemon Brick Bronze wasn't made by Nintendo. They're not getting any money from it. That's why they take it down. But that's usually the big thing, is like, it's why copyrights are enforced on YouTube and everything. It's like with music or something, I pay money to be able to play this music. If I didn't, like, Monster Cat would be like, you can't do that, and would shut the video down. Or at least take the money from the video. Because the money they'll make from the video is less than what I pay them. But it's still money that I could be potentially making because someone came in here to listen to this song by Fowler. So, people didn't care about the facts. Yeah. Back then the games were $40. Yeah, now they're $60. Yeah, 21 encounters for Regites. Nice. Use Mimikyu's Disguise to beat the stupid star. Used the move when Disguise was still up. Used Revive on something else in your party. It's my turn. Yeah, you're talking about Ultra Necrosa, right? Were you here? Were you here for... No, I don't. You weren't, because you joined, I remember I saw your comment in YouTube Studio, like, yesterday. Like, you joined during, the USum, Legend streams. But, I cheesed the Ultra Necrozma fight so hard. Like, stomped it on, like, my second attempt. On accident. Like, completely on accident. Like, in my first attempt, I got bodied outside of my last Pokemon, outside of whatever the last combo was of Pokemon. But I was like, it can't hit me. Oh wow, it can't hit me. So I was able to wipe it. I took it out, like, immediately. It was really fun and satisfying to do that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Pixto. That's exactly what it is. It's like, and not even just like, oh, we're not making money off of them. It's like the way that trademarking like a name works. Like if you see the little TM next to something, revolves around like a company being able to argue that like only we can use that word like as a name, right? Like the Pokemon company has the trademark for Pokemon in that font, and like for games called Pokemon, only the Pokemon company can make them. They have the trademark. Hey, Puffin, what's going on, man? Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. How you doing, Puffin? But yes, like with like Brick Bronze, like if the Pokemon company lets them use the word Pokemon in the name of their video game, then Pokemon company loses the trademark and anyone can make a Pokemon game, and they don't want that. Don't know, hype indeed. Then when they get revealed, they had to have to buy it all. No, they just take it. Yes, Puffin is the Puffin. Yeah, how's it going? How's it going, Puffin? Welcome to the stream. How's your day been? You joined like 30 to 100 Azelf encounters? Yeah. Yeah, because I saw your comment on the Azelf stream. So yeah, you weren't here for the like most cheesed Ultra Necrozma fight ever. Like it was clearly supposed to be a hard battle. It wrecked me the first time. But I found like a combo. I think it was Zero Aura disguised as Milotic. Zero Aura was unaffected by all the moves Necrozma would see as super effective against Milotic. So it just went right through all the moves. And because it used all the moves that were effective against Milotic, I swapped into Milotic, I think, and then bodied it the rest of the way. Like, it was a perfect combo. What's up with Azelf? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It was an unlucky hunt back when I started it. I'm just hoping it doesn't become another Regice. Couldn't the Pokemon company just ask the dev to take out the purchases and take the money that he already made? That's still not enough. Like, really, that's why they were upset, is that the devs were making money off of the Pokemon company's property. But it's not like a half measure kind of thing. You might try to get a 200 win streak in the battle tree, but you need to start at 0 again. I would never have the patience for that. The Regice was otherworldly. The Regice was insane. No like shiny charmed wormhole hunt should go on for almost 10,000 encounters. And of all of the ones to do it, it was Regice too, right? Like the one where you have to be extra careful with every encounter because you never know, any of them could be it. They all look the same. Should play some Battle Tree. Do it, man. Do it. Yeah, I forget the exact number on Regice, but it was crazy. I don't have the. I was gonna like. Usually I was just able to go and look it up. Like I had text files saved for my counts, but I don't have those on this computer. Battle Tree can go up that high. Highest you ever gotten was 20. Yeah, I don't know how high I ever got in the Battle Tree. I didn't do a lot of Battle Tree. I forget what I had to use it for, but I used the Battle Tree like the minimal amount that I needed to get BP and then stopped. Battle Tree can go up to 999. What's this about corgis, Pixto? What about corgis? I do also remember with Regice, one more inconvenience that happened with that was that night I had an hour-long stream that ended because Regice showed up, but was intended to just be a 1-hour stream. So I remember that night I had like truckloads of AI homework I had to have done. Like I had like a project due at midnight that was like 3 or 4 different like AI projects like combined into one, like different, like basically writing like 3 or 4 different AI algorithms that obviously I had put off for like a month. It was like I have to do that tonight, like all of it. I was like, all right, an hour-long stream because I was still doing my like 5 or 6 streams a week schedule, and I was like, I gotta do the stream. And I was like, all right, guys, I'm gonna do a 1-hour stream because like I'm still doing the stream, but it's got to be short. And then we found Regice at like 55 minutes, and I ended up having to go like an extra 30 minutes to catch it or something. So just running into the time to finish that assignment, which I did. I managed to finish that one in time. I don't know how. I probably did it wrong, but I got the right answer, so who cares? Think you got Regice while you were driving to work? Like you left your house, got in your car, checked the stream after you got there, before going in, and I had gotten Regice while you were gone. It's funny how that happens, right? I feel like I've gotten so many of my shinies on those like well, I feel like so many of like my long shiny hunts, like the long running shiny hunts that were well over odds, I got them on the days that like I only streamed for an hour. Like was it Raiko or Suicune that like I was sick, like genuinely like super sick, could barely talk, but I was like, I'm still doing an hour-long stream today, and got it. Kind of stung a bit, almost as much as missing Raiko stung. It's just the nature of the shiny. The nature of the shiny hunts, unfortunately. Yo, Vanillix, how's it going, man? Almost forgot I was streaming. How dare you? Don't you know that I stream every month? This is the first time I've done like back-to-back days of streaming in a while. So that shiny Latias soft reset for an ORS. Nice. I need to go through and like do a count of all my shinies again. Raiko was a short stream. You must have zoned the heck out because you missed it. So Dead said I'm being there for the Raiko because you were gonna name it after you missed it. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, but I was sick, and there was like a convention starting the next day that I was just like super sick for. So I was like, I needed rest. I needed to like just a whole bunch of stuff was going on that was like not letting me do an hour-long stream. And then like the last planned encounter of the stream, even it was a shiny. And I was just like, what? Yo, Dice Gaming, welcome to the stream. How you doing? They're so often, you know? Yeah. Yeah, hopefully I can, like, get back into it, like, really get back into streaming, like, consistently again. Because it's fun. I love doing it. You know, it's just... Past month, especially, was super busy and super unpredictable. I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to start doing a bit more, like, throwback type hunts. You know, I have the DS Cap card that I wanted to have hooked up, but it doesn't play well when the 3DS is also hooked up, so like I need to just like set them up separately. I can still set them up separately, so I might just do like solely Gen 3 streams at some point and have fun with that. Some soft resets, you know? Hold on. I didn't actually check that. Yeah, we're good. Yo, Cubawack, how's it going, man? Drop us a look, thank you, man. Feel that dude's stream super fun. Yeah, like I always enjoy it. It's just like, you know, work and stuff has kind of gotten in the way recently. You know, like most days I just work, you know, the regular 8 hours, but maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks I have like a deployment at night. But then like So yeah, I can't schedule anything that night, but then it gets moved after I've already planned like everything around it, and so like the one day of the week that I was gonna stream now has a thing on it, and like it, it kind of just got difficult, and then holidays didn't help, but it is really fun, and I enjoy hanging out with everyone, so like I want to do it. I just gotta like, and then it's also a problem for me, like if I get out of the rhythm of it, it takes a good amount of effort to get back into the groove. You're gonna be AFK? Alright, man. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Shiny Ralts Hunter. Thanks for tuning into the stream as long as you did. And I hope to see you again soon. We should multi again? Yeah. Yeah, I need to get some more stuff going on. And there's a bunch of things I'd like want to do that are more than just like the general shiny hunting streams. I just kind of need to get stuff going for. Most days you work morning shifts. Yeah, it's one of those things where I can kind of like choose the hours I work to a point, but the one thing I can't choose is like code deployments. Like generally have to be after regular business hours at least, which puts them smack in the middle of stream timing unless I want to risk them running long and me being up until like 2 a.m. So that part's kind of unfortunate. But I also, yeah, so for one, I want to get more like stream stuff going with me, like ideas there, various things, video ideas, yeah, stuff to kind of work on and be creative with and have fun with and just produce content, because it's fun and I enjoy it. It's just like I said, there's a lot of momentum behind it, like if I'm streaming 5 or 6 days a week every week for like multiple months, like that's my schedule. That's what I'm doing. It's just mentally how things are. But once I stop, like it's also a lot of work to get that momentum going again. So, sometimes you kind of give it a push and it just like the ball rolls a little and then it stops again. But I really want to get back into that. And a part of my New Year's resolution, didn't really put like an official one together, just to make more things. Be it streams, be it trying out other kinds of just like creative stuff, just make more stuff, do more things, like, because one of the things I find myself doing a lot is just sitting around like watching the same YouTube videos over and over again, or just scrolling through Reddit and being like, I'm not being productive with this, and like I don't need to be productive in like I gotta do chores and laundry and clean. It's like, no, I just make something, like be like, what did I do for the past 3 hours, and like point at like a small music loop that I wrote in like Ableton or something, right? Like I'd be like, yeah, like it's not much, but it's like it's a fun little thing. If you multi with you should be shiny hunting, probably, yeah. Yeah, so for one, I have that for me, and then also Mel's been interested in streaming, so she got a new computer recently that's capable of streaming and stuff now, so she's trying to figure out some stuff to do there. Figure out what she'd want to try streaming. That was super consistent, yeah. Yeah, that was like, and I knew that was kind of like a limited thing, right? Like odds were very clearly not looking good for the channel, just like exploding to the point where I could be like, this is what I do every day, and that's all I do, right? And like only focus on it. Like clearly I was getting a job when I left college. Like that was happening. So like so for me it's like, all right, I'll do it while I can, and then, once like school started wrapping up and like graduation and job hunting and stuff were becoming a thing, so like I had to pull the brakes. I'm interested in streaming again. I'll probably do some WoW streaming as well. Makes sense. That's what you're playing. I'll have to talk to the regular dungeon group and see if they're cool with you streaming your runs. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things is like, having like groups you play games with, and like you could be like, hey, I'm gonna put this on the internet. Are you cool with that? Like, the right thing to do. Get the permission. Because someone could rightfully not be cool with that. Multis with Mel, yeah. It's like, that'd be fun. Definitely tune into Mel's stream. Yeah. If we get her set up with stuff, I'll definitely like point them out. You just woke up and the stream was on. That's always good. And the hundreds of subs. I remember that too. That was back when I was like, that's back when like it looked like the channel could have grown into something like absolutely massive just immediately. Yeah, I was getting like 50 plus subs a day. I had continuous streams of 90 concurrents despite having less than 1,000 subs. Like, it was craziness. And then like, and then then the big thing happened, and now no longer was the case. Which didn't make it any less fun. Like, I still enjoyed the heck out of it. It was just very different suddenly, and like the possibilities with the channel felt very different then, you know. Woke up at 1 p.m. I woke up at 11:30 and felt so bad about that. Like, I was like, which admittedly also I really shouldn't. It's the weekend, and I wanted to get some more sleep this weekend anyways. But the problem is I know it means that I'm going to stay up tonight feeling like, oh, I want my Saturday to at least be a little longer. And so I'm going to stay up until like 2 in the morning again. And then I'm going to sleep late tomorrow, and then my Sunday's going to be short because I have to wake up for work. Getting raided a lot. Yeah, I remember my first raid. My first raid was from Apple Code. And that raid pushed me over 200 subs, and that was crazy. I remember as well, when he raided, I got up to 45 concurrents, which was insane. Like at the time I was averaging like 7 or 8 people in the stream, and I was like, I was like nervous the moment the stream went over like 5 people, you know, because like I had like 3 friends that would watch, and then like 1 other person, and then like a second other person was there. I was like, oh my god, there's a lot of people here. And like that's how it was, and like, and that first raid was 45 people all in there at once, and I was just like, what is this? Like an entire classroom of people are looking at me. Like, what is going on? This is insane. And yeah, it hit 200 subscribers that day, and then like, you know, other raiders kind of found me, and like, then I was able to do the big raids too then, you know, like some of those Trico days, like we had 70 people left at the end of the stream to do raids, and I was like, all right, here's a guy with like 5 viewers, everyone hit him, and like that was a lot of fun. That was so much fun. I remember that. That was so great. And JT, how's it going, man? Yeah, 2 streams in a row? What is this sorcery? Yeah, I know, right? It's been so long since I've done that. But I honestly think that's the only way I'm going to keep any momentum going, is if I just don't stop. So, we're going to see how long I can keep this up. Burn yourself out worrying too much about scheduling. Yeah, that was definitely a thing for me, right? Like a lot of the time, I was either stressed about streaming and getting everything ready in time, or if I had something like stressed about trying to fit a stream into my schedule, like, because it was either going to be stressful, like finishing other stuff up early, and then finishing up the stream, then going and making it to the other thing, or being like, I just want to do this one thing all day, and like I have a stream in the middle of the day. But it was almost more stressful if I didn't stream, because like, well, crap, I've told people I'm streaming today, and now I'm gonna have to tell them I'm not, and like, how do you do that? How do you, like, I felt like I was letting everyone down, you know, so like, the stress just builds up from that, you know? So I feel like having like a time that I would stream if I'm gonna stream, and trying to just be consistent with that. Like, you don't need to say, I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Like, I won't tell you I'm gonna stream tomorrow at the end of today. I want to, but I also have to get like scheduled maintenance done on my car at some point in the next couple days. Maybe that's tomorrow, and I'll end up at my mom's and for dinner, so I won't stream. Like, yeah, so I'm not gonna say I'm gonna stream tomorrow, but if I don't do that tomorrow and I do it Monday, then I stream tomorrow and I don't stream Monday, or whatever happens. Like, you know, I have no schedule, and I don't intend to have a schedule, but I want to have a consistent time. I want people to know that if I'm streaming today, it's gonna be now. I think that's like the most like rigid schedule I'll give. Maybe if I get to a point where I'm doing it enough again, and like work stays consistent enough, and I can like kind of also be like, hey, I really can't have like things moving around last minute. And if they agree and like, oh, that's fine, yeah, it makes sense. Like, I can schedule like a week in advance. Like on Sundays, I post just like a schedule to the community page. Like, these are the days I'm going this week. You know, multi-stream scheduling. You have more or less the same weekly schedule. Yeah, like that kind of consistency is good to have, because then at least you can kind of like, because at that point you can like make it like an appointment kind of thing, right? And like that's not every single day. A few small YouTubers here who are getting 20 plus subs a day just quit streaming altogether. I mean, no matter what the numbers are doing, if you're not having fun, it's not worth it, right? Like, you can be losing subs every day, making the content you want. You have like 1 or 2 people watching and it's a blast, and that's fine. Or you can be gaining thousands of subs a day, you know, millions of subscribers, but they're only like watching because, let's say, you became a popular Among Us streamer or something, and you're sick of it now, and you want to do something else. But if you stop doing that, like, so I guess it's not really comparing 2 different streamers. So if you're at the point where it's like, do the thing I hate every day and still be successful, or like do what I want, not be as successful, like, which do you choose there? Personally, I feel like the better option is to just go with the one you want to do. Like, otherwise you're ruining a fun thing. Haven't posted on YouTube in over a month. That's how I was until yesterday. Like, I realized, like, I have, like, the last 28 days, I have made 0 content. Yeah, should keep going. I'm definitely still going. Stuck between 398 and 400 subs, so 399. You got 3 subs and you're good with that for now. Yeah, man. Just keep going. I mean, some channels will blow up to, like, 2 million subs in, like, 4 months. Others will sit at, like, 50 subs for 5 years. So it's, you know, both can be having just as much fun with it. I think Crown Tundra made you like Sword and Shield. That's it. Crown Tundra's been fun. Kind of been itching to do more YouTube stuff, but college got in your way. Getting back in Pokemon, remember the Trico streams? Yeah! Might have to look into that. Yeah, like the scheduling thing. Yeah, it's just like, I feel like if I can have a consistent, I'm going to stream from 6:30 to 8:30 kind of like schedule, but it doesn't have to be every day. Like a consistent time. Like, it's not like I'm going to stream at like 1 a.m. and then I'm going to stream at like 5 p.m. and then I'll stream at 7 p.m. and like, you never know if you missed a stream that day. It's like, is he streaming right now? Yes, no? Alright, well, he's streaming. Like, at least to that extent, like, it can be like, hey, everyone, I'm still, like, that way, you know, people aren't missing the stream because, like, they just had the wrong time, kind of thing. Just waiting for new Pokemon stuff. Yeah, that's fair, though. That's fair. I mean, everyone's kind of talking about potentially there being a game this year, which would make sense. 2020 was bad for YouTube. It was great. It was great for certain parts of YouTube. And so many people were home. And, like, you know, what else are you going to do? Like, now you have people looking up, like, tutorials and stuff. You have people just trying to find entertainment because, you know, they're, you know, quarantined. They can't go to work and stuff. And, like, so I think it was good. It was good for a lot of people, but it also was, like, terrible for other people, you know? Like, it's really how every big change is. Like, some people benefit, some people fall behind because of it, and it's, like, it's not always, you know, anyone's fault either way. So many people just quit. I mean, it's stressful. Like if you're doing YouTube as, like, a job or just as any kind of big creator, like, the pressure there is insane. Like, you know, you have, no matter if all your subs are watching, when you make content, you feel like you're putting it out there for them. So, you know, either they aren't watching, you're like, why aren't they watching? What am I doing wrong? Or you're putting it out there, they are watching, you're going like, you know, for me, like, almost 2,400 people. It's like, oh, if I let them down, I'm letting down, like, a small town. Like, what's going on here? You know, so that kind of stress can be crazy. So this year's been stressful, so a lot of people need to take a break. I know there have been controversies that have kind of, like, canceled people this year and stuff, too. But on a whole, there's been channels that have skyrocketed because of this, and there have been, yeah, people who've just given up because of it. For some reason, I wanted to watch Shiny Hunting 3 years ago, but I don't know why, but you're here, hey. No matter how you got here, I'm glad you're here. Haven't posted on YouTube in over a month. Look at your last video posted in December 2019. I mean, I was gone for like 3 months. I didn't even realize I was gone for like 3 months when I was. I was like, oh wow, yikes. You're gonna do, and you still haven't done it. So this isn't, yeah, that's where I've just stopped announcing things. I know I have issues with like following up on it, so I'm like, I'm not even gonna promise something now, because that's just gonna make it worse if I don't do it. You beat the Elite Four, yo, Philip. Hype for Philip, man. I'm gonna post some hype in the chat. Hype for Philip. Does anyone know why the emotes, like, keyboard on YouTube is so incredibly slow and, like, terrible? Competitive isn't the kind of thing you want to do. It's not really something you would be good at, let alone have the Pokemon to do that, yeah. Like there are people who are like, oh, are you going to do, like, battles with, like, you know, fans? It's like, my competitive team's mediocre at best. And as soon as I show it, everyone's gonna know it. I don't have a backup. Like, as soon as I battle the first person, everyone after that knows how to counter me. You know, so it's like, please, everyone come and just, like, wail on me. So yeah, also, I'm just not a big competitive Pokemon player, so I wouldn't really get into that. Philip got the hype emote. That's how you know he's God. When is the next Battle Royale? Do we have Battle Royales? Thanks for the hype. Of course, Philip. Hype for beating the Elite Four, man. Congrats on that. Rip Maryland? Or, I guess it's pronounced Maryland. I haven't watched them. You have to wake up at 8:30 in the morning just to watch? Wish you're in the same time zone as me? Yeah. Time zones are rough for the streams, for sure, with everyone. I know, like, at least for a while, a lot of my audience was in, like, Europe. So when I streamed, they were like, oh, why can't you stream earlier? I'm like, because I'm in class until now. Like, I know it's, like, almost midnight for all of you, if not a little later. But, like, I was like, it's 4 for me. I was in class. Because, yeah, at the time I was, like, streaming from Central Time Zone. While my stream's scheduled in Eastern Time Zone time. And still just, like, everyone watching from Europe. Your swirl's about to evolve? Nice. Help you with some Pokemon, bud. Find something you want to do, yeah. Yeah, it's like, I wanna find some more, like, things to do on the channel and, like, make content. I don't know, I just... Similar to getting a streaming schedule, I also have to just, like, push myself to make things that are, like, not streams, because I have no momentum for that. Like, for streaming, at this point, I'm oddly more comfortable sitting in front of a camera and, like, with a mic unscripted than I am sitting in front of a mic repeating a line over and over again until I get it correctly, or get it correct. You know, so I'd have had to have repeated that. Yeah, so it's like, there are videos I've considered, like, making at points, but I haven't, because I tried writing a script, and I was like, I can't write a script, and I tried recording the script that I also had really poorly written, and I was like, wow, 1, this is a bad script, and 2, this is a bad voiceover, like, yikes, right, like, Yo, Juan, thank you for the $2 super chat. Dono hype in the chat, guys, for Juan. Thank you, Juan. I appreciate that. Son of Mr. Mime, and you're terrified of him. But Mr. Mimes are so nice. How could you be terrified? Do I have the shiny charms? I do. I have both charms. Or a charm for both games. Also, I see what you've done, Juan. I see what my total chat revenue is for the day now. No, Juan, where were you? You almost missed the stream. Right? Wow, Juan. Close call there, man. We got like 5-10 minutes left. I definitely hit the wrong count there. I need to get this all. I need to get my stream deck set up better for this. Been slacking. Get your shiny charm from Yusum last week. Nice. Yusum charm was a bit harder, right? Since there were just more Pokemon. Yo, Agron, how's it going, man? It's been a while, I feel, since I've seen you. How is going the hunting? The hunting's going well. We're slowly getting up there. We're almost to odds. I just realized, guys, we're almost to odds on Reggie Drago here. Then, Azelf's way over odds, but it's been way over odds since forever. But yeah, it's been good. It's been good to get back into it. 401, you believe? Yeah, something like that. Just talking to the Discord community more. Yeah. I'd love to get the Discord going a bit more. I know I in general, and this is something I need to work on as well, of just like, I find myself like dead focusing on one like community or like one chat group I'm in at a time. And I need to like stop doing that and just spend a bit more time going through multiple, because one, it means that I don't spend as much time on our Discord, and I'd love to talk with y'all more outside of streams. But it's just like, usually it's like I have my friend group from high school that I'm constantly like talking to, and then like Mel, clearly, and then like maybe one other chat that's floating around, and like those 3 streams of like communication are like the most that I'll like handle. Because I get fully like into them and I'll just like disregard something else. And I feel like I've done that with the Discord at points. And I feel bad about that. But yeah, we need to get some more stuff going in the Discord. I want to do the Among Us games. I really want to do some of those with you guys at some point if y'all are down. Like again, that one's out there for anyone to at the whole like kind of sus tag and be like, hey, I'm making a lobby, and then like play. And it has the voice chat and everything there for us to do that. 28.93 for Azelf guaranteed. All right, J-Teen. I'll take your word for this, man. Nothing special. Work and work. I feel that. I haven't streamed as much because of work. How many days I've been hunting for Reggie? I think this is like the 6th or 7th stream. When you transfer your Pokemon from Oras to Sun, I think 60 to 70% of the dex was done and all you needed were the new Pokemon. Yeah. Nice, yeah. It hasn't been too bad. I know a lot of people have gone way over odds. So, I'm going to go back to the other tag we were on for a little bit to finish up the stream. Yeah. I have a favorite song in this list, so I had to put it on for a 3rd time tonight. I wonder if I could get it to show the song that's playing, like, on the stream. I feel like that would be good. There's probably a way to do it that's not super hacky, but I'll probably make my own super hacky way, because I don't know, I need to make some, like, little like program thing that just works. You got 8 shinies from on Sword from Masuda. Nice. Nice. I haven't gotten any Masuda shinies in Gen 8 yet. I've only really tried with one, but I just hadn't gotten it. Maneuver and fertilizer. $3 for one shiny. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had the most luck with the shinies recently. And me not streaming very often hasn't helped. The fresh smell of maneuvers. Alright, what did J18 said? 2893. So we're gonna go to 2893 here. 1 year since the last shiny, dude. Dude, it's been over a year. It's been over a year since I've got a shiny on stream, which is crazy. Like, I've gotten some off stream since then. I've gotten a lot of them on my other 3DS or 2DS that I play a lot of Sun on. I've gotten a couple SOS hunts there. I think I'm working on a Masuda Abra at the moment. Yeah, I'm working on a Masuda Abra at the moment. Man, I remember. I wish I had the capability of streaming back when I was extremely into shiny hunting. Like, even at the start of my channel, like, my shiny hunting levels were way lower than they had been. Like, if I had a 3DS cap card back in, like, winter and spring of 2017, whatever the year I started streaming was, because I started streaming in the summer. If I had a capture card then, we would have had, like, 7 or 8 hour long streams every single day, and then, like, Saturday and Sunday I would stream from when I woke up at 11 until I went to bed at, like, 2 a.m. Like, I legitimately straight up would have done that. Because I had nothing else going on. Like, shiny hunting was a constant at that point. Like, I killed a 3DS battery. Just, like, to the point it won't charge anymore because I just ran it through all of its cycles constantly. I mean, it's how I got to, like, 1,000 hours or 2,000 hours in Sun. Like, I put, in, like, 3 months, I put in a month of game hours into that game. And not, like, I left the 3DS open overnight on some nights. Like, straight up, only, like, closed the system if I looked away for 5 seconds to make sure that the time was correct. Like, it was an insane amount of hours. And also, it was not 2893 J18. We're just gonna go to 2900 on Azelf. Shiny Trico was that long ago. It was so long ago. It was like 3+ years ago now. Crazy how time goes. The song would be great in Splatoon, right? Like, it's just such a good song. I need to edit to my Spotify. If I listen to anything other than, like, one artist on Spotify. We don't talk about Charmander. Charmander was ridiculous. An entire day of even streams. Sounds like heaven. Well, thank you, Cinder. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, but yeah, I just straight up would have just done that. Like, they probably wouldn't have been super entertaining streams. They would have been me watching TV or watching Netflix with a cap card, like, in my hands, just going about it. Talking with chat, like, lightly. Because, you know, that's what a stream is. But, like, I at that point, I had purchased a mic with the intention of streaming. I had my old Yeti that I used when I started streaming. I had the webcam that I use for streaming now. Like, I had everything. I had all the stuff. I just didn't have a way of capturing DS footage, which is... Because originally my plan was to, like, stream Rocket League or something. That was something I wanted to do, like, a year and a half before I started streaming. I was like, I want to stream. Like, I'd wanted to stream for a while. But back then I didn't have a webcam. My internet wasn't the greatest. I already just had, like, desync issues in Rocket League without trying to stream on top of that. I tried streaming a couple times on top of it, and it just made the desync worse. So, like, Pokemon became the game that I wanted to stream, and I just needed the, like, ridiculously priced capture card. Which I have now. 29% of the top hat for Azelf. No! I mean, at least it's only 29%. Yeah, as long as it's not as crazy as some of the old ones were. No, it's not 100%. It's 100% impractical nowadays, but it'd be fantastic. Maybe a weekend, or I just like get some vacation days I need to burn. Need to join the Discord? Absolutely. There should be a link down in the description. I need to get like Nightbot or something set up in here. There's a bunch of things. I'm trying to do like at least one little thing between each stream to kind of polish it up and make it a little bit better. The Game Boy dude. The Bank of Montreal. Wouldn't that be BOM? What console do I have? So, like, that I'm streaming off of, I have the Switch for Sword and Shield, and I have a new 2DS capture card that I'm using for the 3DS footage. As far as, like, consoles I own, I have an Xbox and an Xbox 360, and then I have, like, Nintendo handhelds. Most of the games I play are on PC, so I don't have, like, PlayStations or anything. I got the Nintendo. It's packing graphics. There you go. It's a lot of screens there, man. A lot of dimensions for the screens. Be back in a moment. All right, man. We will be wrapping up here in a minute, though. We got one more encounter on Azelf here. We got our encounter 2900. Really great stuff. Yeah, most of the stuff I play is on PC now. If I got a new console, I'd end up getting a PS5 probably when they're available. Just because like every Xbox game I want to play is like crossplay on PC. Just talk a lot on Discord. Yeah. Get more conversations going over there. Always down for that. This is about to die, so you're done with Let's Go for now? Alright, man. Alright. No Azelf today, unfortunately. We will go for one more. We're doing this last Reggie Drago encounter here, and then we'll wrap up for the night. So I'm just going to go ahead and say thank you to everyone who tuned in. Big thank you to Puffin and Juan for the donations today. There we go. Reggie Drago also was not shiny, but we will be back again soon. Soon. Same time. I can tell you it'll be at the same time. That is my promise. Song source and chat? I mean, it's literally just go to monstercat.com. You can listen to it all there. Go to Monstercat. It's all Monstercat. But, yeah. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I will catch you all again soon. And until then, take care.